Okay, so this radio restoration is going to start right here. This is a Motorola Model 50XW, which is similar to the Motorola 50XC Circle Grill, which is a very collectible Catalan radio. Anyway, so we've restored the radio. Actually, somebody's already recapped it for us, but it wasn't playing. A check of the tubes revealed one of the tubes was burned out. So we replaced that, and we're good to go.
This upcoming evening,
as you can hear, the radio's playing pretty good, and so we're pretty much done here. We're going to move on to the cabinet registration, which is more important in this case. So this is the cabinet. As you can see, it's kind of got a little bit of damage around here, and we're gonna fix this with different methods. This is the original finish, and so as opposed to refinishing the whole cabinet, we're just going to do some touch-up work here and try and put it back as close to the way it was as we possibly can. I noticed some this part here has come loose, so we'll have to fill that in with some putty and redo the black lacquer section down here. That's the only other part of this that really needs restored. So first thing we did was restore the grill cloth mounting, and so we've got that nice and tight so it's not loose and should work for our for this process. Okay, so the first thing we got is our little Balin's touch-up marker, and we've touched up the top here a little bit. And now we're going to shoot this with a shot of semi-gloss lacquer and move on to the sides. Okay, so we've got two different lacquers working here. The medium brown walnut toner on the right, and we've got the silky feel top coat lacquer on the left. And over here's we've just put it on there. You can see how it's drying up and melting into the old lacquer that's already there. A lot easier than refinishing this. So we've got a little piece of veneer that's checked up here, and I've filled it in with some just some Elmer's glue, and so now we're going to smooth that off and let it dry. Okay, so we've just finished the top section here. We're going to let this dry. As you can see, the nice toner. Really have a nice piano finish when we get done, once we get the buffer's polish on it. Okay, so next is this little piece of damage here that's going to have to be repaired. So we're going to shoot that with some lacquer, get the scratches knocked out, and then fill that hole in. You noticed a little speck of white paint right there that we're going to knock off with I usually use like a needle, sewing needle, or some other small object. Okay, so you can see our scratches will disappear. We still got that piece of veneer that needs to be repaired. I like to spray it with lacquer prior to repairing that. That way the lacquer runs up under the veneer and acts as kind of a glue to reattach itself. That way we don't have veneer peeling off. We got a little space coming here in the seam, so we fill that in with a little bit of glue there. We'll let it set here and dry. So use a little 400-aught sandpaper here to kind of smooth off some of those rough edges around where that damage is. Okay, so a little Mohawk powder mixed with some lacquer, and we touched up the end of it there, and came out pretty good. You also noticed the grill cloth's been installed. So next is just put the radio back in, and should be good to go. Well, there it is, finished product. It's about as good as it's going to get.